7 lazy food swaps that'll fix your health. You've tried the complicated meal plans, the super restrictive diets, and all the miracle health kicks. They last a week, maybe 2, before life gets in the way. Then you're right back where you started, feeling defeated and reaching for whatever's. But what if I told you the secret to better health is yuntaba, adding more to your tato list? It's not about restriction or becoming a gourmet chef overnight. It's about a few lazy swaps you can start making today. In this video, I'm showing you 7 effortless food swaps that will make you healthier without you even trying. Let's be honest for a second. The traditional way of getting healthy is broken. It feels like it was designed for people who have hours to meal prep, who genuinely enjoy counting every single calorie, and who apparently never crave anything delicious. For the rest of us, the ones with demanding jobs, hectic family schedules, and a limited supply of willpower, that model is a recipe for failure. It sets the bar impossibly high, and when we fall short, we're left feeling guilty, thinking maybe we're just not cut out for this healthy living thing. But that's a lie. Your health isn't a moral report card. It's a result of your habits. And the best habits, the ones that stick, are the ones you don't even have to think about, the lazy ones. That's the philosophy we're embracing today. We're not doing a diet overhaul. We're not banning entire food groups. We are making tiny, almost unnoticeable upgrades that work with your life, not against it. Think of it like this. The easiest way to save money isn't to just stop spending. It's to set up an automatic transfer to your savings. It just happens. We're going to apply that same lazy logic to your food. These swaps are the automatic transfers for your health. They require a one-time decision at the grocery store. And from then on, every time you reach for that food, you're making a better choice without any extra effort. This isn't about perfection. It's about progress. So, if you're tired of the struggle and ready for a solution that actually fits into your real life, you're in the right place. Let's get into the first lazy swap. Swap 1. Sugary breakfast cereal for oatmeal. Let's start with breakfast. The meal that is supposed to set you up for success, but often sets you up for a crash. I'm talking about that colorful box of sugary cereal. It's quick, easy, and it tastes like childhood. But really, it's dessert in a box. Many popular cereals are loaded with sugar. A single serving of Frosted Flakes, for example, has about 12 grams of sugar and around 190 milligrams of sodium. Because these are simple carbs, your body burns through them instantly. You get a quick sugar rush, followed by a dramatic crash. That mid-morning slump where you feel sluggish and desperate for coffee. You can often thank your cereal for that. You're starting your day on an energy roller coaster, which just leads to more cravings. So, what's the lazy swap? Plain oatmeal. Now, before you say oatmeal is boring or takes too long, hear me out. We're talking about the simple stuff-rolled oats, or even the instant kind, as long as it's the plain, unflavored version. The magic isn't just the lower sugar, it's the fiber. Oats are a whole grain packed with fiber, which slows down digestion. This means you get slow, steady energy, not a spike and crash. You stay full and focused for hours. Let's compare a serving of plain, old-fashioned Quaker oats, made without salt, has 0 milligrams of sodium and about 5 grams of protein, while Frosted Flakes is only about 2 grams of protein. Keep in mind, different types of oatmeal can have different values, so always check the label. That protein and fiber combo is what makes oatmeal a powerhouse for satiety, the feeling of fullness. Studies have shown that people who eat oatmeal for breakfast feel significantly fuller, and may eat fewer calories at their next meal compared to those who have the same number of calories from a ready-to-eat cereal. And the lazy part? Overnight oats. The night before, just mix equal parts oats and milk in a jar. Maybe add a spoonful of chia seeds and a sprinkle of cinnamon and stick it in the fridge. In the morning, it's ready. No cooking. It's literally faster than pouring a bowl of cereal. You've just upgraded your breakfast from a sugar bomb to a nutrient-dense meal that powers you through your morning. That's a lazy win. Swap 2. Mayonnaise for plain Greek yogurt. Next up is a staple that secretly sabotages so many healthy lunches. Mayonnaise. That creamy spread that makes every sandwich and salad better. It seems harmless, but a quick look at the label tells a different story. Mayo is basically just oil and egg yolk, which means it's incredibly high in fat and calories. A 100-gram serving of full-fat mayonnaise can pack around 700 calories, almost all from fat. You get a huge caloric hit with very little nutrition in return, barely any protein, vitamins, or minerals. It can turn a lean tuna sandwich into a total calorie bomb. Here comes our lazy hero, plain Greek yogurt. It has the same thick, creamy texture and a nice temp that mimics mayo beautifully in almost any recipe. But nutritionally, it's a different universe. A 100-gram serving of non-fat plain Greek yogurt has around 60 calories. That's over 90% fewer calories for the exact same amount of creaminess. If you make a big batch of chicken salad for the week, this single swap could save you hundreds of calories, and you won't even notice. But it gets better. Where mayo is all fat, Greek yogurt is a protein powerhouse, which is key for keeping you full and satisfied. Plus, many Greek yogurts contain probiotics, which are the good bacteria that support a healthy gut. Just make sure the label says live and active cultures, as some brands are heat-treated, which can kill them off. The lazy application is seamless. You buy a tub of plain Greek yogurt instead of a jar of mayo. That's it. Use it in a 1-to-1 ratio in your tuna salad, chicken salad, dressings, and dips. Add a squeeze of lemon, some dill, and a little mustard. And I promise, no one will know the difference. You're slashing calories, boosting protein, and supporting your gut health, all by switching one container for another. Swap 3. Soda and sugary drinks for sparkling water. This next swap might be one of the most impactful changes you can make, and it requires zero prep. We're swapping soda and other sugary drinks for sparkling water. It's so easy to forget the calories we drink. A soda with lunch, a sweet tea in the afternoon, they go down easy, but their health cost is enormous. A standard can of cola has around 140 calories, and a shocking 39 grams of sugar, that's almost 10 teaspoons. These are liquid calories, and studies show they're less satiating than calories from solid food, meaning they don't make you feel as full. You get a massive sugar rush, your body releases insulin to manage it, and you're left with cravings for more sugar. And don't think diet soda is a free pass. While it's calorie-free, some research suggests that certain artificial sweeteners may alter the gut microbiome, and for some people, they can keep sugar cravings alive. The lazy swap is simple and brilliant. Sparkling water, it has 0 calories, 0 sugar, and 0 artificial anything. It gives you that satisfying fizz that so many of us crave from soda without any of the downsides. Just by replacing one soda a day with sparkling water, you'd cut over 51,000 calories in a year. That alone could lead to noticeable weight loss. Plus, you're doing your teeth a favor by avoiding all that sugar and acid, and you're hydrating better. While a soda won't necessarily dehydrate you, sparkling water is just as hydrating as regular water and a far better choice. If you find plain sparkling water boring, get creative. Squeeze in some lime, toss in a few frozen raspberries, or muddle some fresh mint in your glass. You get a refreshing, sophisticated drink that feels like a treat. And you've ditched one of the biggest sources of empty calories in the modern diet. Swap 4. Potato chips for air-popped popcorn. It's late. You're watching a movie, and the craving hits. You need something salty, crunchy, and munchable. The default is usually a bag of potato chips, which are scientifically engineered to be irresistible. But a single 1-ounce serving, and let's be real, who stops there? Has around 160 calories and 10 grams of fat. Most of them from being deep. They offer almost no fiber or protein to actually fill you up. Enter the superior swap. Air-popped popcorn. A lot of people don't realize that popcorn is actually a whole grain. In its natural state, it's packed with nutrients, especially fiber. The difference is astounding. A full 3-cup serving of plain air-popped popcorn has only about 90 calories. You get way more volume for way fewer calories. That volume and fiber are the real game changer. It fills up the bowl, takes longer to eat, it makes you feel more satisfied. One study found that popcorn was significantly more satiating than potato chips. You can satisfy that crunchy, salty craving for a fraction of the calories, and you'll actually feel full instead of just wanting more. The key is the prep. Air popped is the gold standard, using just hot air. If you don't have an air popper, you can make it on the stovetop with a tiny bit of oil. Just try to avoid the pre-packaged microwave bags, which are often loaded with unhealthy fats and sodium. Popping your own kernels takes about 3 minutes. Once it's popped, you're in control. Add a light sprinkle of salt, or get creative with smoked paprika, garlic powder, or nutritional yeast for a cheesy flavor. You're swapping a processed high-fat, low-fiber snack for a whole-grain, high-fiber, low-calorie snack. It's the ultimate lazy hack for snack attacks. Hey, just jumping in here, if you're finding these swaps surprisingly easy and starting to think that maybe, just maybe, you can get healthy the lazy way, then do me a favor and hit that like button. It really helps the channel and lets me know you want more lazy health hacks like these. And if you haven't already, subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss what's next. Alright, back to the swaps. Swap 5. White rice and pasta for quinoa. Carbs are not the enemy. Your body needs them for energy. The problem is usually the type of carbs we're eating. The two most common side dishes are white rice and white pasta, which are refined grains. During processing, all the good stuff, the fiber, vitamins, and minerals gets stripped away. You're left with pure starch, which your body digests super fast, a lot like sugar. A cup of cooked white rice has a measly 0.6 grams of fiber, which leads to that same old blood sugar spike and crash. Time for a lazy upgrade to a true superfood, quinoa. I know quinoa might seem fancy, but I promise, if you can cook rice, you can cook quinoa, and its health benefits are off the charts. While we treat it like a grain, quinoa is technically a seed. It's a whole food, containing all its natural fiber, over 5 grams per cooked cup. That's more than 8 times the amount in white rice. That fiber provides stable, long-lasting energy. But here's the best part. Quinoa is a complete protein, which is a standout in the plant world. It contains all 9 essential amino acids your body needs. A cup of quinoa has over 8 grams of high-quality protein, nearly double what's in white rice. That protein-fiber combo is what makes quinoa so incredibly satisfying. A meal with quinoa will keep you full for far longer than one with white rice. Making the swap is as lazy as it gets. You cook it just like rice. 1 part quinoa to 2 parts water. Simmer for about 15 minutes. It's that simple. Even better, batch cook a big pot at the start of the week. Now you have a ready-to-go, healthy base for any meal. Add it to salads, serve it with chicken, or use it in soups. You've just upgraded the quality and staying power of every single meal. Swap 6. Bottled salad dressing for a simple vinaigrette. Salads feel like the peak of health food, right? You've got your greens, your veggies, your lean protein, ... and then you drown it in store-bought salad dressing. This is one of the sneakiest health traps out there. Those bottles of ranch, French, or even light vinaigrettes are often nutritional nightmares. A tiny 2 tablespoon serving of bottled ranch can have 140 calories and 14 grams of fat. But the real hidden villain is sugar, especially in dressings like French or some balsamic vinegar. They're also filled with preservatives, artificial ingredients, and processed oils. You've taken a beautiful, nutrient-rich salad and coated it in sugar and chemicals. The lazy swap is so much simpler and tastier. A homemade 2-ingredient vinaigrette. All you need is good quality extra virgin olive oil and an acid, like balsamic vinegar or lemon juice. That's it. This combo is free of sugar and preservatives, and it's actively good for you. Extra virgin olive oil is full of healthy monounsaturated fats and antioxidants that help fight inflammation. The formula is foolproof. The classic ratio is 3 parts oil to 1 part vinegar, but I like it tangy, so I often go to it. You can whisk it up right in the bottom of your salad bowl before you add the greens. It takes less time than shaking the bottle from the fridge. Or get slightly less lazy for a huge payoff. Make a batch for the week. In a jar, pour half a cup of olive oil and a 1/4 cup of balsamic vinegar. Add a pinch of salt, pepper, and maybe a tiny spoonful of Dijon mustard to help it all stay mixed. Shake it up, and you have a delicious, healthy dressing for the entire week. You've swapped a processed product for something fresh, flavorful, and full of goodness. Swap 7. Milk chocolate for dark chocolate. This last swap is for everyone with a sweet tooth. It's proof that getting healthier doesn't mean giving up indulgences. It's about indulging smarter. Let's talk about milk chocolate. It's delicious, but it's mostly sugar and milk with a relatively small amount of actual cocoa. This means it causes the same blood sugar spikes and delivers empty calories. Now, let's introduce its sophisticated, healthier older sibling, dark chocolate. The key is the cocoa content. Look for 70% or higher. This means it has way more cocoa solids and significantly less sugar. High cocoa dark chocolate is a nutritional powerhouse, loaded with flavonoid and these powerful compounds are linked to numerous health benefits. Research suggests they can improve blood flow, which may help support healthy blood pressure and heart health. By swapping your milk chocolate treat for a few squares of high-quality dark chocolate, you're making a huge nutritional upgrade. You're getting far less sugar and a potent dose of beneficial antioxidants, iron, and magnesium. Dark chocolate also has a richer, more intense flavor. So many people find that 1 or 2 squares are enough to satisfy a craving. The lazy part is that you're still eating chocolate. You're just choosing a different bar at the store. It's not about fighting your cravings. It's about satisfying them with a smarter option. You get the comfort of a treat, but you pair it with real, tangible health perks. It's a truly decadent way to do something good for your body. Conclusion. And there you have it, 7 incredibly lazy food swaps that can help you build a healthier life without turning it upside down. We swapped sugary cereal for oatmeal, mayo for Greek yogurt, soda for sparkling water, chips for popcorn, white rice for quinoa, bottle dressing for a simple vinaigrette, and milk chocolate for dark chocolate. Notice the pattern. Not one of these swaps required you to eat less, count calories, or learn a complicated recipe. Each one was about upgrading the quality of what you're already eating. This is the secret to sustainable health. It's not about grand, heroic efforts that fizzle out. It's about the small, almost automatic decisions you make every day. These tiny hinges swing the big doors of long-term health. Your past struggles with diets weren't your fault. It was the approach that failed you. You don't need more willpower. You need a system that works for you. So start with just one of these swaps. Pick the one that seems easiest and make that change on your next grocery trip. Once it's a habit, add another. Before you know it, you will have effortlessly built a foundation of healthy habits that will serve you for life. You made it to the end, and now I want to hear from you. Which of these 7 lazy swaps are you going to try first? Are you ready to ditch the mayo for Greek yogurt? Or swap your soda for some bubbly water? Let me know in the comments below. Sharing your goal is a great way to commit, and I love seeing the changes you're all making. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.